That's
We'll
fair.
see.
That's fair.
We'll see.
But staying on the NFC, man. I know we just went on that. I just went on that rant for a minute. I'm glad. I'm thankful for this space to get that off. I needed to get that off my chest, bro. Talking about the NFC though, man. We saw some solid wins. Even though I just went in on the Eagles, you beat a pretty good team in the Green Bay Packers. I'll take the win. I'll take the win. I thought it would. I didn't think it would be a blowout. I'll take the win. You got to win over the Green Bay Packers in Brazil. You start off 1-0. The Dallas Cowboys also got to win over the Cleveland Browns. I predicted they lose that game. I don't know. I think you did as well. We both
I
thought they'd
did.
lose that game.
I
They got
did.
to win over the Cleveland Browns. We saw the Lions get a big time win over the Rams in overtime.
Mm-hmm.
Just last night. Big time win there. Then obviously we saw what San Fran did to, or not last night, but we saw what San Fran did to the Jets. So with that being said, Joe, of all the NFC teams, who do you think the NFC contenders? I would say,
Contenders, yeah.
out of all the contenders in the NFC, who do you think had the biggest win and maybe made the biggest statement in Week 1?
The 49ers. The 49ers made the biggest statement. The 49ers were the unhealthy team. The Jets were the healthy team. I look at the Cowboys. They didn't have Nick Chubb over there. But I'm not going to take nothing away from them. They had a good game. The Cowboys, the offense didn't look too good to me. They didn't look too good. They had moments, but that Browns defense played really well. Deshaun was just horrible. I look at y'all. We just talked about y'all. It's some issues right there. But the 49ers, without their best player, Christian McCaffrey, their backup comes in and get 147 rushing yards. They score on 8 straight possessions. Are you serious? On that defense? Now, I saw Reed there. I saw Sauce there. I saw Williams there. They had a squad there. And this is after the Jets had a really good drive. I mean, I said about to call him Brett Favre. Aaron Rodgers go down, him and Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall go on that drive. And then the whole world, I bet you, was like, uh-oh. Score, field goal, score. So I was telling Dave this earlier that the 49ers prove that they are still the team to beat in the NFC. They are. I know it's only Week 1, but they literally picked up where they left off. We're talking about a team who had 2 players that was holding out, 1 player gets shot, and their best player not playing, and you could have never tell that none of that stuff happened, how they played last night. I mean, against a really good defense. This is an elite defense. Like, we all high on the defense. Now, don't get me wrong, Hassan Reddick is not there. He was missed because they would not get no pressure on Brock Purdy. Brock Purdy played well. He made some key throws. And this is on top of Brandon Ayuk. Like, it was some drop passes over there too. It was some rustiness. You saw that, and they still dominated. And the kicker was awesome also. So I would say the 49ers had the best, most dominant performance, the biggest statement win of the week. And we agree.
We do agree. The Niners, I think, not only had the biggest win in the NFC, I think they had the biggest win in the NFL, bro. Yes. I think they let the NFL know, even through a couple of Ayuk drops and a couple of bad moments that they had, even without CMC, they probably maybe their best player. You can make the argument for Trent as well, but and you can make the argument for Purdy too, the way he's been playing. So far, last season and so far this season. I'll just say their best player because he just won Offensive Player of the Year. Them boys went out there and stumped out a team. Again, I'm still extremely high on. I think the Jets have their own issues as well that we already kind of highlighted when it comes to stopping the run and things of that nature and Rodgers not being as mobile, right? But, the Niners, again, was missing CMC, and it didn't look like it. The run game was special. The pass game was special. The defense, bro. One thing, I can't stand the Niners, bro. One thing I'll say about them, though, bro, they physical. Bro, when you play the Niners, you're going to feel the Niners. You're going to feel them. They're going to hit you. They're going to run through you. They're going to jump over you. That's the Niners football. You feel them all game long, bro. And so I think it's easily them, but I do, as much as I hate to do this, bro, I want to give Dallas some love, bro. Mm-hmm. I want to give Dallas some love because I think, babe, close the door. I want to give them some love because as much as we get on them for you just beat up on these teams that you're better than, and you do the same thing every year. Man, Sunday I had to sit back and I had to say to myself, first off, I picked the Browns to win.
Mm-hmm.
But second off, man, they doing this on the road.
Mm.
They doing this on the road. This ain't in Dallas. They taking punts back to the crib. Dak didn't play incredibly well, but he played well enough. Zeke looked real young. I should have started him in fantasy. The defense was getting stop after stop. Now, I also want to say I'm done with Deshaun Watson. I'm done with Deshaun Watson.
Yes.
The off the field stuff is the off the field stuff. Crazy. On the field, I'm done with Deshaun Watson. I've seen enough. I've seen enough, bro. He is whatever happened in the year that he missed football, he's done. He's cooked. It's over. It's over, bro. It's not coming back, bro. I lost all faith in him in that day. But I will say the Dallas Cowboys defense made it pretty obvious to me. The pressure they was able to create, you know, the separation that the receivers weren't able to create against the Dallas Cowboys DB without Deron Bland in the lineup. I don't know his name. 21 was out there playing very well. They backup that came in for Deron Bland. I'll give him credit where it's due. Now, I don't think I'm going to have to do this too much. But for now, I would say they're a close second to the most impressive win in the NFC, bro. Because I really thought they was going to lose. And they came out similar to the Niners. And they dominated, bro. I gotta give them credit where it's due. It's the respectful thing to do. And then I think Philly gets some love too, bro. I think you beat a team a lot of people are thinking are going to go to the Super Bowl. So I'll give you credit. It didn't look exactly the way I wanted it to look, but in Brazil, 10-hour flight there and back. You know, a lot of things going to that, man. In a whole nother country, you played well enough to get a win. I give you credit for that, but. The Niners easily head and shoulders the team to be not only, well, I won't say in the league because I won't disrespect the Chiefs, so we're going to talk about in a hot second. But the Niners, number one right now, NFC. Then I have to give it to Dallas. They had a very impressive win to me. Then I have to go Philly. Then I'll probably go Detroit after that.
Yeah. See, I don't think there's a close second.
Nah, well, I don't think it's close. I don't think it's close, but I'm giving Dallas. If there's a second, I'm saying I think Dallas takes that second spot.
I will say Dallas will be second because they dominated also. Like Detroit didn't dominate and Philly didn't dominate. They were both close games. But and Dallas didn't turn the ball over either. Excuse me. So, but my thing with the Dallas game, I felt like the offense wasn't great. I felt like they had two good drives. And after those they had one good drive, was the one when he threw it to Brandon Cooks for a touchdown, and the other drive when they ran it with Zeke for a touchdown. But outside of that, they were not moving the ball. They were not getting no first down. They were 4 from 14 on third down efficiency. The Browns defense held CeeDee Lamb in check. CeeDee Lamb had one big play, and after that, he really didn't do much. And I feel like the Browns defense did a good job. Deshaun Watson was just horrible. Now, they were missing the right guard and the right tackle. Was diminished. They were in the backfield. And then you got Parts on the other side. Like, no matter who you put on Parts, he's going to get by. So he was doomed. But his vision is ugly. He can't see the field. And his accuracy is terrible. I should have looked at the numbers. I know they're terrible. Matter of fact, the score was 30-10, right? With 1 minute left. And I saw a stat. 30-10, 1 minute left in the third quarter. It said 50% of the Browns plays went for 0 yards or negative yards. 50%. That's crazy, bro. That's terrible. He had Amari Cooper wide open on the fourth down, wide open in the middle of the field. He can get sacked. I'm like, dog, what's going on? Amari rolling his eyes and everything. So, just like you said, Deshaun Watson, I'm done. I don't care how much money he's getting paid. Put Jameis Winston in the game.
Yeah,
if he has another performance like this, like I'm gonna say the Giants, they play the Giants in week 3. If they can lose to the Giants because of him, I would put Jameis Winston in the game because that's a great defense they are wasting. And like I said, the Detroit Lions and y'all played 2 close games, so I want to say y'all are a high contender. I think the 49ers in their own class. Their game was like dominant both sides of the field.
I give them that. I will say though, my Eagles will build and will draw near. That's what I will say, bro. It's a process, and one thing I will say is you don't want to peak too early. You don't want to peak too early in this game. You know what I mean? So I respect getting it out the mud the first game of the season. I respect that. 2022, we won 38-35 against Detroit, and it was before Detroit became what they are right now. And so I respect getting it out of the mud first game, but that's why I issued that challenge going forward, though, because these football players, bro, they watching other teams in the NFC. They watching other teams in the NFC. They are watching what Dallas is doing. They are watching what the Niners is doing. And no matter how it looked, they won 33-10 or 33-17. Dallas, that is. No matter how it looked, the Niners did come out and dominate the Jets. You don't have the type of talent you have on that roster, and multiple guys not coming to your team leaders being like, "Hey, bro, y'all seen what? Let's go do the same thing. We need to also insert, bro. Give me one quick second, bro. I want to see because I took a peek at this earlier. I want to make sure I got this right. We got the Falcons who look suspect week 1, to my eye. We got the Saints who I'm not sold on. We got the Bucks. I respect the Bucks. And we got the Browns and the Giants. They need to dismiss the Falcons. They need to smoke the Saints.
Well,
I can see the Tampa Bay Buccaneers game being a little close. They need to get the Browns up out of there too. If Watson is still the starter, it can look different if he's not the starter. And I feel the same way about the Giants. I need to see domination going forward.
But the Falcons ain't look good because they're TJ Watt. Y'all don't got a TJ Watt.
So that's true. But just in general though, like I don't like how they looked. And we have Kirk Cousins. We normally handle Kirk.
So y'all do in this Monday night too. You right about that. But watching that game, TJ Watt wreaked havoc that whole game. He had no time. He's definitely to get the ball. So
that's fair.
You know,
I still want domination though. I still want them to dominate because I think they can. I think they can, bro.
And the Saints, I don't know. They play the Panthers, so we can't. I can't.
That's why. I'm not sold. Yeah, I'm not sold.